Peyton Dukes. And at center, a 6'5" sophomore, number 50, Colin Robertson. The Warriors are coached by Sam Humphrey, Wilson Stafford, Adam Powell. Tonight's officials
Oh, we will.
Oh, okay. All right. Starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First of all, for Westview, it'll be Ben Burkett at one guard, a 5'8" senior, averaging 4.4 points per game. Mason Yoder also back in the starting lineup tonight after suffering the ankle injury or foot injury, 6'2" junior. Lyndon Miller and Luke Miller, 5'11" seniors. And Brady Yoder, 5'9" sophomore. And that rounds out the lineup for the Westview Warriors, and the Warriors Westview controls the tip. I can't say Warriors tonight because both teams are Warriors, the Wawasee Warriors and the Westview Warriors. Linden gets it out front to Luke. They'll swing it around to Ben Burkett, right side. They'll go out front to Brady.
Wawasee starting out tonight in man-to-man. They will switch defenses. They like 2-3 man. They'll full court press. They'll trap in the corners, so we need to be ready for some of that change.
They're coming off a loss against Goshen as Mason misses a shot off the baseline, and he's fouled. They'll have a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, Linden missed that initial layup and then got the rebound. Mason missed the layup, got a rebound. So at least we're offensive rebounding, but haven't quite got the range yet.
Mason at the stripe, shooting two, hits his first. Wawasee comes into tonight's game at 8-10. They've only won one game in their conference, the Northern Lakes Conference, and they stand at 1-6. And Mason hits both his free throws. That gives Westview a 2-0 lead. Westview, of course, 14-4 on the season, coming off a win against Prairie Heights, 82-43, and a conference victory to clinch at least a tie for the conference.
Almost forgot about that game. It seems so long ago.
I know. I thought, is that right? Yeah, it's Prairie Heights. Brady, a long three, is short, and the rebound is pulled down by Salazar. Outlet pass comes to Welty.
And Brady faded away a little bit on that shot. I think that's why it was short.
With the basketball, Dukes, he's their leading scorer. Shot for the baseline, and he gets it to go.
Dukes is our leading scorer, and he spends a lot of time in the post. They almost always post him up, either high post or low post. And that was an acrobatic shot there. I was surprised they didn't call a foul along with that.
Ended up, I think, out of bounds down at the other end of the court. We're behind the Westview Basketeers. Brady hits a three.
Yep, that time Brady was squared up, and when he's squared up, he's going to make the vast majority of those.
Brady hit his first points of the game, 5-2. The Yoders on the Westview team account for all the points on the scoreboard so far for Westview, which in the past wouldn't have been that big a deal, but we don't have quite as many Yoders this year as we have had some years, I guess.
Right.
More Millers this year.
Well, the last 3 years before this, or maybe 4, probably a Yoder accounted for a majority of our points.
Certainly did.
This year we just have 2 people. Now they hit him in the post there. You can see it's not just like a straight post. They flash him across the lane, and they have really good timing with their ball reversal, getting it into him. Luke just picked up his first one. It's one thing we'll have to watch. Luke has had a little bit of a tendency to get in foul trouble just because he's involved in so much of the action. But it really showed against Mishawaka what happens when he went out.
Makes a big difference, no doubt. Shots missed by Roberson. Westview brings it back. Linden with a three, and it's off the mark. Luke with a rebound. And he hands off to Linden, and he gets the shot underneath off the left side and in.
No, Wawasee, you're not seeing double. That is just, well, they kind of are seeing double, I guess.
Yeah.
Different numbers.
Identical twins.
But early on, we're having a pretty good success down there with offensive rebounding. That's at least 3 for the game so far.
Wawasee just picked up an offensive board that time. Salazar snuck underneath and grabbed it.
Wawasee likes to shoot threes. They want to probably balance it out between twos and threes, so we need to extend out a little more on the perimeter.
Dukes, as Jamie mentioned, their leading scorer. He's a 6'3" junior.
Wawasee coming off nice move inside by Dukes again. Wawasee coming off a 14-win season last year. That was their first double-digit win since 2015 and only their second since 2012. So not a ton of success lately, but.
Well, they're, like I said, 8-10 this year. Lost a few of their key players off their team from last year.
This pace is a little bit quicker than I anticipated. Wawasee likes to keep it slow, and they score, about 44 points a game? But they give up 49. And if you can get ahead of them, it's a little easier to keep the pace quicker.
Quick shot by Weldy is no good, and a rebound, Luke Miller. Luke will bring it up. He'll go left side of Mason. Mason looks inside and comes outside to Brady out of Burkett. Wawasee remains in their man defense. Brady, a quick three, and it's no good this time. The rebound's hauled down by Ethan Carey.
Yeah, Linden passed up a three that time. And let's see, what's number 50?
That's Roberson.
Roberson didn't respect his shot, and that would help if he would, but until you knock a few down, they're probably not going to.
And that shot counts. 7-4 ball game. I guess it wasn't a basket. That was. Keaton Dukes hits.
Yeah, he's got a pretty varied game. You could tell he can shoot the three, posts up, mid-range game, off the dribble, catch and shoot.
I know he's got all 6 of their points so far. Mason underneath, and he's hacked by Salazar. He'll pick up his first foul of the night.
Yeah, one thing he's having a little bit of advantage of a height advantage out there. It's probably 3 or 4 inch advantage on Luke or Linden. So he's doing a nice job of exploiting that right now.
Mason at the stripe for the second time tonight. 2 out of 2 so far. And he hits that one.
Entering the Westview lineup, number 35, Caleb Corey.
Caleb Corey, his first appearance of the game as he comes in for Ben Burkett.
Going to go with a little bit bigger lineup right now, obviously.
Well, you send Burkett to the bench at 5'8", and Caleb comes in at 6'5".
Yeah, and Saturday they were over working in our house, and there was some talk that he might actually be a little taller than that. So
I wouldn't doubt it. At that age, they could grow.
They keep growing, don't they?
Yep.
Unless you're a Miller, then you kind of stop as a...
A steal, taking it down. The shot's up and no good by Salazar, and Brady Yoder comes out with it. 9-6 Westview. 2:15 to go first quarter. Bounce pass to Luke.
Nice job by Brady to get back down the floor and get that rebound after getting it stolen.
Caleb out front. Bounce pass inside to Luke Miller. And we have an offensive foul called on Luke as Perry had established position under the basket.
I think that foul, Everingham was yelling at the refs all the way down the floor about supposedly a no call on a goaltending on the other end. I have a feeling that has something to do with that.
That might have influenced the whistle there.
Yes, it was a very weak call there on that.
But the ball is Dukes. He'll get it out to Carey. We'll go right side to Weldy. Back out front, it'll come to Dukes. We'll go into the big guy, Roberson. He'll put it up off the glass. No basket, and we have a traveling violation on Wawasee.
Yeah, that's a good call because he turned, he dribbled, and he lost his dribble, caught it, then took another step, and then went up.
Burkett back into the ball game. Luke Miller will come out for Westview.
They're trying to go into Roberson, 6'5" sophomore. He looks like he could maybe not be done growing.
Yeah, he's a young kid. Burkett, bounce pass inside to Caleb Corey. Caleb gets it out of trouble, right or left side to Lyndon Miller, not a Mason Yoder. Minute 10 to go in the first quarter. Caleb bounce pass underneath Burkett. He'll get it to Yoder. And we have a whistle underneath as contact is made.
Well, maybe it's because we're up close to the action, which isn't always the case, but it seems like a real physical game out there.
It does,
especially in the post. Caleb that time when he got the ball in the post got shoved out about 3 feet or 4, and that time got shoved even more, and they called it.
A lot of bumping and shoving.
Definitely. Well, Wawasee NLC conference, they're used to physical play.
Brady hits another 3.
Brady 2 for 4 now from 3. We'll take that percentage. Do you happen to have any stats on the year on Brady?
No, we don't. We just have what his point average is.
Okay.
Point per game average is 12.6.
We got spoiled last year with Ryan and
yeah,
his
we
stats.
did.
We had all kinds of information to give.
Shot in and out by Dukes. Brady brings it up for Westview. Drives and then pulls it back out. Burkett. Westview probably will go for the last shot here with 18 seconds to go first quarter. Mason holding out front. He'll drive. Bounce pass. Linden now tries to get it to Caleb Corey. Knocked away and stolen. Grabbed by Brooks. Now up. It'll come to Dukes, and Dukes is fouled. Probably not. Well, I guess they're going to have to inbound. It's not a shooting foul here.
Yeah, not a horrible foul, other than you hate to waste a foul there because of a turnover on the other end. Probably overpassing that time by Westview underneath. We had a layup and passed it to try to get another layup.
Mark Wiggs, a big guy, 6'1", but he must weigh 250 pounds at least. Long 3 is no good by Brooks, and that'll do it. We've played 8 minutes here at Wawasee High School, and our score after 1 quarter, Westview 12, Wawasee 6. And we'll be back with second quarter action right after this 60-second timeout.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
12-6 as we begin the second quarter here at Wawasee High School. Westview looking for win number 15. Wawasee trying to get back to the 500 mark as they're 2 games under coming in at 8-10.
Yeah, this is a game to win on the road on a weeknight. We're going to have to execute well to win. Wawasee's got a lot of length out there and some height at key positions that can give us trouble on either end of the floor. So far, we're doing a pretty good job of running our offense and doing what we need to do.
Well, you mentioned the NLC a little bit ago, and you never know. These teams can have poor records, but once you get them on hardwood,
it's
a tough conference.
A little bit stiffer competition than the NECC.
Ball almost stolen for Brady, but he retains possession. Out front is Lyndon Miller. He'll give it to Brady Yoder.
Looks like we're trying to set a play up, starting with Brady at top, but it's not getting off the ground too well.
Lyndon left open. It goes over the glass and out of bounds. That'll be Wawasee basketball. And we have an official's timeout. A little moisture on the floor after the quarter break.
Yeah, some recent comparative scores. You know, we played Mishawaka the other night, and really it was a tight game until the very end. They lost to Mishawaka 60-42 on January 15.
18-point loss there, yeah.
Plymouth, we'll throw the Plymouth game out because that was just a weird game.
Yeah,
But
that's probably a good idea.
They lost to Plymouth by 7.
Wow. Yeah, they'd probably like to throw that out, too.
Excuse me, they beat Plymouth.
Oh, okay.
So Dukes hits a 3 to cut the lead in half. I thought a questionable offensive rebound. It was over the back and didn't call
was
that,
able to, no contact. 9 points, they all have come from the shooting of Keaton Dukes for Wawasee.
You can see a change that Wawasee has done defensively. Nice move by Caleb that time.
That was beautiful.
They are putting Dukes on Brady. Brady's got half our points, almost half our points, or half points until that possession.
Right.
And so they're putting a bigger guy on him and tailing him around.
Jaden Weldy made contact with, I think it was Mason. It was Mason. Is that his third foul already? Wow.
His third foul? Wow.
Yeah, those came in a hurry. Wawasee brings it in. Caden Weldy with it. He'll go left side to Carey. Ethan Carey gets it down low to Brooks. Back to Carey. At the free throw line, stops up, gives off to Brooks. Brooks backdoors it to Dukes, and he puts it in. Dukes with all 11 of his team's points, and they're crawling closer to the Warriors, 14-11 now, a 3-point ball game, and a steal, and Dukes has a breakaway, and he'll put it up and in. And Coach Bentley wants to have a little bit of a discussion with his players as he calls timeout. Very unhappy coach right now. 5:40 to go, second quarter. Westview 14, Wawasee 13. Back in 30 seconds.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988 and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
And we're back ready to resume action after the timeout called by Coach Bentley. Try to get his troops back together.
Yeah, Wawasee's getting really aggressive, shooting the gaps, and they've got several steals now to get them back in this game, and now they're going to a little full court pressure. Looks like a
trap.
Well, it was a 1-2-2, then a 2-on-2, and
inside, Caleb found wide open by Linden, and he puts it in. Corey with his fourth point off the bench. 16-13 now, a little more breathing room as Wawasee had cut that lead down to 1 after trailing 12-6 at the first stop. Shots up, no good on a long-range 3 by Dukes. Westview will bring it up. Bounce pass inside to Linden. They'll go out front to Luke. Now to Caleb Corey. Back to Linden, puts it on the floor, almost lost it. Gets it back, gives it to Burkett. Now to Brady. He'll take the shot for the free throw line and gets it.
Nice little pull up by Brady that time. One thing we're doing is we're getting trapped in the lane, but we're not panicking. We realize you do get 3 seconds in there, and if I'm trapped, somebody's open. We're doing a good job of finding that right now.
In the lane, the shot's up, no good by Brooks. Caleb Corey comes away with the rebound. He'll give off to Luke Miller, not a Brady Yoder. His jumper is no good, and the rebound is grabbed by Welty. And back comes Wawasee. Welty all the way down the baseline. Errant pass is intercepted by Lyndon Miller, and back come the Warriors. Luke Miller down low to Burkett. Burkett inside to Lyndon. He'll put it up, no good.
Got fouled at least twice on that shot, but we had a better view than the referee, I think. That one, we were right above it.
Salazar between the circles, goes right side to Carey, back out front. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Brooks now down low to Dukes, and he puts it in again.
Timeout, Wawasee. Full timeout.
So Dukes with all 15 of his team's points. So it's Westview 18, and Keaton Dukes 15. We'll be back with more from Wawasee High School right after this 60-second timeout.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
There's nothing more embarrassing than an air ball. You get the ball, you take the shot, not even close. Hard work pays off on the basketball court, but when it comes to God, no amount of hard work will ever be enough. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, and so it's by grace that you've been saved through faith. This is not of yourself, it's the gift of God. That means your only hope is to put your trust in Jesus today. Friends, this is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
Westview inbounding. Looking at the pressure from Wawasee. They'll break it fairly easily this time. Luke Miller stops up on the wing left side, gets to Brady cross court and out of Burkett. Back to Luke. Brady's quick pass inside off of Caleb. Burkett, he'll pop a three and he hits.
Ben's been a little more willing in recent games to fire up a shot early in the game, and that's good to see. More of a threat he is, the better it makes our team.
He looked really comfortable on that shot, real confident. Got squared up nicely and swished it. 21-15, Westview by 6. 3 minutes to go, first half. Salazar out front, goes right side of Weldy. Now top of the circle to Dukes. He'll hand off to Welty and now to Salazar. Salazar to Dukes. Turnaround jump shot off the baseline's no good, and Burkett will bring it down for the Warriors.
One interesting stat about Wawasee is Dukes shoots 42% of their shots.
Wow.
So,
well, it shouldn't surprise me because he has all their points tonight, 15.
He has all their points?
Yes, all 15 points.
I wasn't listening. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
He's already got his average.
21-15. Lyndon Miller down low. Luke puts it up, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line shooting two. Didn't quite have his fake timed right, but he'll get 2 free throws out of the deal.
Yeah, I think he was trying to fake and get an and one on that.
For Westview, shooting 2.
Luke's free throw is good. First point of the game for Luke Miller. Back into the contest for Wawasee is Colin Roberson. Coming out is Salazar. Shots up and good again for Luke Miller.
That might be our biggest lead right now.
Yeah, we've opened it up a little bit here in this late in the second half. Down to the 2-minute mark to go. Westview will be back in action, back home on Friday night against another Northern Lakes Conference opponent, the Goshen Redhawks.
Who just beat this team by, 15?
Yeah, I believe so. It was 57-43, 14 points, yeah. Brady's long-range shots in and out, no good, and the rebound's pulled out of there by Roberson. With the ball out front to Welty. He drives it toward the basket, and we have a charging foul. Once again, it's Brady.
In a few games.
No.
I had an interesting stat here. Wawasee, number 10 Salazar, has taken 6 charges this year.
Oh.
So that stood out just because Brady's taken probably double that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Not more.
Yeah, I think he's came up empty the last couple games, but there for a while he had a good streak going of at least one a game. Underneath, Burkett is fouled on his way to the basket, and he'll get a couple of free throws.
Well, if a team is scouting Westview, and now with the way they do scouting and game, there is no game tapes anymore. You can see any team pretty much at any time. If you're going to scout Westview, you're probably not going to pay a lot of offensive attention to Ben.
No.
Just because of his average, and he shoots it 2-3 times a game. So this is good to see him being aggressive and scoring. And Everingham, is a smart coach, a lot of basketball background, and he's going to focus on the guys that he knows that typically do the damage.
Then with 5 now, after the 3 just moments ago.
Westview going to a little 1-3-1 half court here, which is a little interesting because we've held them without a point for quite a while.
Switch it up a little bit. 10-point lead for Westview now, 25-15. 3 is good by Ethan Carey.
That's what happens when you go to a 1-3-1.
Yeah.
You're going to give up open threes. Whether they make them or not, it's a different story. Might be a good time to go for one. We got a little bit of foul trouble. They just made a big basket to get them back in it.
Westview by 7, 25-18, 25 seconds to go, and it looks like you're right. They're going to go for the last shot. Ball stolen away by Dukes. He'll drive, he puts it up, misses the shot, and we have a foul. This time it's going to be called on Brady. He tried to gain position underneath, but they say he wasn't set.
We need to do a better job. If Dukes is overplaying the passing lanes that hard, we need to fake that pass and go backdoor on him. It's 3 or 4 times he's done that tonight.
Sneaks in there with those long arms. Shots up and good by Dukes. So up until just a minute or so ago, he had all of the Wawasee points. Now he only has 16 of the 19 and now 17 of the 20. Hits both free throws, and that makes it a 5-point ball game as Wawasee's cut the lead, the Westview lead in half just in the last few seconds.
Yeah, that's a disappointing minute right there. 10-point lead, in control. We switch defenses and then turn it over.
Lyndon Miller goes to Brady Yoder. Ball kicked out of bounds by Wawasee. It'll stay in a possession of Westview. They'll inbound right in front of the Wawasee bench. Back into the ball game is Colin Roberson for the Wawasee Warriors. Coming back out is Mark Wiggs. Burkett inbounding with 4 seconds. Brady takes a 3, and it's good from the right corner. Brady, his 3rd 3 of the evening, and that brings us to an end of the first half of play here at Wawasee High School. Our score, Westview 28, Wawasee 20. We'll be back with halftime scoring right after this 2-minute timeout. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
Mold Mob in Shipshewana provides an environmentally conscious approach to mold, moisture, and odor removal. Mold Mob gets to the source of the problem in a way that is effective, affordable, and protects the planet. Mold Mob's indoor air quality services don't just cover up odors, mold, smoke, or other toxins. They remediate with treatments that denature bacteria, fungi, and other toxic substances for cleaner air. That's Mold Mob, just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Back. Farouk May Funeral Home in LaGrange serves the surrounding area with dignified and personal funeral services. Farouk May provides pre-planning, traditional funeral services, traditional cremations, and simple cremations, as well as monument sales. Call to discuss your needs with a knowledgeable funeral director, Lowell or Brian May, licensed funeral directors who will help you honor the cherished memory of your departed loved one. You can call them at 260-463-3131 or visit their website at FaroukMayFuneralHome.com. Back at Wawasee High School, Jerry Hostetler with Jamie Miller. Westview leading Wawasee by a score of 28-20. And we want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Height Auto Body in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center in Honeyville, also Topeka Do It Best Hardware, Mast Excavating, Topeka Pharmacy, Topeka Clinic, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group, Tiffany's Restaurant, and Freedom Finish Works, and they're all located in Topeka. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service and LaGwana. Our broad sponsors are Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury, Dutch Blessing Floral, as well as Mold Mob, both in Shipshewana, and Precision Financial Group with offices in Topeka, Shipshewana, and LaGrange. Jamie, take it over for the halftime scoring.
All right, Westview jumped out to a 12-6 lead at the end of the first quarter. Wawasee fought back, got closer, but Westview kind of extended it there in the second quarter and led 25-15 before a run cut it to 25-20. But then we hit a 3 just before the buzzer by Brady to make it 28-20, which is our halftime score. The individual scoring tonight for Wawasee, it's really, really simple. Cam Salazar hit a 3 with about a minute to go, and every other point was scored by Keaton Dukes, who has 17 points in the night, a 3, 6 field goals, and 2 free throws, and has really kind of dominated action out there tonight. Defensively, very aggressive, shooting the passing lanes and going after it. So, impressive effort by Keaton. However, Westview is a little more balanced. Ben Burkett, averaging 4.4, already has 5 points tonight, hit a 3 and 2 free throws. Mason Yoder battled foul trouble, but ended with 4 points. Lyndon Miller has 2. Luke Miller has 2. Brady Yoder leads us with 11 tonight, and Caleb Corey threw in 4 to go along with that. So all 6 players that played scored, and a really balanced effort. I think we're doing just enough to hang around or keep a good working margin. You don't want to get behind Wawasee. They like to slow it down, spread it out. They're being aggressive tonight, but I think they have to be because we're scoring the ball fairly well. We're on pace kind of to hit our average, which is 61. And it's just a real physical game. A lot of free throws. I'm not sure we've missed a free throw yet.
I don't think we have, no, because Mason started us out hitting 2 in a row, and I don't think we've missed. Yeah, you're right.
We're 7 or 8 for whatever that is.
Yeah.
So very crucial tonight to be hitting the free throws. And this would be a big win for us. You know, I know Wawasee doesn't have a great record, but as we mentioned, the NLC schools beat up on each other. I think Wawasee's record against the NECC this year is something like 5-1 or 5-2. So they've had pretty good. Yeah, Wawasee's.
They're 1-6.
No, I mean against.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Against NECC schools.
Yeah, they could be tough.
LC schools, they're only 1-6.
It's a little different story, yeah.
So they're used to a good, solid basketball games. They lost to Northridge. Most recently, they lost to Northridge by 20.
Wow.
They beat Elkhart Christian by 2 and lost to Goshen by 14, which is our opponent. That's only 2 days from now.
Yeah, it is.
Friday. Wow.
It's really weird having a game on Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday, Friday is really weird. So they did beat Lakeland. They won at Lakeland 55-46. That's just a few weeks ago. So lost to Concord. Concord's improved much this year.
Yeah, they have.
And so kind of an up and down team. You can see They probably are really dependent on matchups. And if the other team has a player that can match up really well with Dukes, they're going to struggle to score. Right now, he's not struggling to score too much against Westview. But we're doing a good job of keeping the other players down. And I don't think that we are going to lose this game if, Dukes is the only guy that's going to score.
Well, now when they score 90% of their points, and is this, like a coach sometimes will say, well, their best player is going to get his points.
Right.
We got to concentrate on shutting the
Guard
rest
the
of
other
them down.
guys.
Yeah.
The difference here is they will keep feeding him, and if you don't stop him, he'll keep scoring. And if he's shooting layups, that's as good a shot as you can get.
Yeah, in which, 90% of them have been short-range shots tonight.
Exactly.
Layups pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we did a little better job on the half-court defensive end against him in the second quarter, but our ball handling out top needs to be tightened up a little bit. We're getting it stolen right from us or off the pass, and those live ball turnovers are just killers, and they give it a team that you would say Wawasee would be kind of a slight underdog coming into this game. It gives them the juice they need to really believe they can win this game.
Yep, they're comfortable. They're on their home floor. They're playing a smaller school, and there is a certain amount of pride there. You don't want to let a little school come in and knock you off, especially on your home court. So,
well, I was looking at some of the past. One of my recollections here when I was fortunate enough to be on the coaching staff, I think it was 2005, and that was right in the middle of a tremendous Wawasee run. In 5 consecutive years, they won 15, 16, 20, 20, and 16 games, and then 12 the year after. So that was actually 3 straight years.
Wow.
Or 6. And, that's in this conference, the NLC conference, and, going on to tough sectionals and regionals. And 2005 was actually a year they advanced to semi-state, lost to Plymouth in the semi-state. But we came over here, and the final score was 74-33. And it wasn't a very pretty night.
I guess not.
Ouch. So that was a memory I'll never forget about Wawasee. But they've been really, I don't know if there's a team on our schedule that has more disparity in their records over the years. Like one year they'll win 20, and another year they'll win 2.
Yeah.
And that's unusual for a school like a 3A school with a good tradition. Yeah, but they've, last year they won 14. Prior to the 4 years prior to that, they won a combined 20 games.
Wow.
6, 6, 6, and 2.
My goodness.
So it really has fluctuated with their talent level and so forth. But Everingham, I think, has been here. This is his 5th year, I believe. And he seems to be building something. They play hard. They're aggressive. They know their roles. And should be good things in the future for them. Did you mention the JV score?
No, I didn't, actually.
Was it 62-43, I think?
Yeah, it was a pretty convincing win for us.
Yeah, good win for the JV.
Well, we're getting ready to start the second half already. Westview with the basketball to begin. Same starting lineup for the Warriors as they started the night with.
Wawasee in a 2-3 zone.
So they've switched it up a little bit from their man-to-man in that first half.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen that from them.
Linden in the lane looking for help, has it knocked away, gets rid of it to Mason.
Yeah, almost got a 3-second there, but got out of there just in time. Well, 50 is doing, with his wingspan down there, is doing a good job of blocking any interior passing.
And there he intercepted it.
I'm not sure what Luke was looking at right there, other than his brother on the other side of a mountain called number 50.
Yeah, pretty much threw it right to him. Weldy with the ball. He'll get it out front to Carey. Salazar. Now left side it'll go to Roberson. Driving is Weldy. He'll give off to Carey. His long-range three's no good. Chased down by Lyndon Miller. Lyndon brings it across the timeline.
Well, this is designed a couple of things. I think to slow us down a little bit.
Not the shooting
and to give Brady some threes. So we'll take it. Now, that is the danger to play in zone. Brady's going to find his spots. Very smart player. But we were rolling pretty good offensively in the first half. And I think this is their attempt to try to stop it, see if we can handle the zone.
So Brady with his 4th 3 of the night.
I think this is our biggest lead now at 11.
Yeah, it'd have to be 31-20. With the ball is Carey. Ethan Carey drives, hands it off to Weldy. Weldy looking inside, fakes the shot, takes it to the free throw line, and feeds Salazar. He fakes. He'll take the jumper from about 12. Misses, but deflected back to him. Good block by Brady into the hands of Salazar, and Wawasee will set it back up again.
Yeah, that was a shot that was just so poor that it's hard to rebound.
Dukes with a good drive on Luke.
I don't know why they pass it around. Why don't they just give it to him to start the possession and be done with it?
What a game. He has 19 already. We're just hardly that, a minute and a half into this third quarter. Floater by Mason's no good. Gets his own rebound, and Duke's there for the rebound off his missed shot. Shot by Dukes is short, and Brady Yoder pulls down the rebound. He'll bring it across the timeline.
Number of shots Wawasee shoots off one pass like that probably is pretty low. But Dukes is feeling it tonight, so you give him a little freedom.
Pass inside. Good fake by Mason, and he puts it in off the glass.
Nice job. Nice up and under that time by Mason. I'd like to see, as we catch it in there on 50, give him a little fake and go right at him. I think we have some openings around him if we do that.
He's a big guy, but not real quick, it doesn't look like.
Right.
Pass down low to Duke. Spins, puts it up, misses. Rebound again, Brady.
On the other hand, that's just about too easy to give a shot like that to Dukes. He'd missed that one, but.
Yeah, we're fortunate in that respect. And we have a travel, as it looked like Mason tried to come to a stop and his feet kept going. Slipped a little bit. 33-22 Westview by 11. 4:30 to go, third quarter. Welty on the right wing, pulls it out front on the pass to Dukes.
Mason's doing a good job of playing the passing lane that time, not respecting 14's shot very much.
Driving is Dukes, has it knocked away and picked up by Luke Miller. Luke fakes, drives, puts it up, scores off the glass.
Yeah, a lot of really good things about that possession, which was just a one-man possession, but a lot of patience, moves, fakes, and got a layup out of it. So biggest lead now, 35-22.
Well, he was able to drive past and put the fake on Roberson, which we just talked about. Now Roberson's fouled underneath, and he'll go to the free throw line. That'll be a two-shot foul.
Yeah, they got Ben for that foul. It's his first.
Burkett picks it up, his first.
Everingham is bargaining over there, though that should have been a shooting foul.
Yeah, I thought that's what they had called it first.
Yeah, that was borderline.
Dukes picks up the loose ball, puts it up, got it to go. 21 points now for Dukes. 35-24, 3:20 to go, third quarter. Linden gives to Mason. Back out front will come to Luke. They'll swing it around to Burkett.
And Wawasee has shifted back to a man-to-man defense.
Linden left open for a three. Can't get it to go down. Staved in by Linden, but right into the hands of Dukes. Keaton Dukes. And
Great
he has
play
it
by
stripped
Brady
away.
that time.
What a play by Brady, stripping that ball right out of his hands. Ball knocked out of bounds, deflected out of bounds by Westview. It'll be Wawasee ball. No, it'll be Warriors ball. Or Westview ball. Can't say Warriors.
It's the Warriors ball, you're right.
Yeah, that's true, no matter what I say. Quick shot by Brady off the baseline's no good. Salazar with a rebound, and coming in crashing the boards was Luke Miller, and he'll get whistled for the foul. That'll be Luke's second.
Yeah, kind of a
third, I guess, on Luke.
Yeah, unfortunate foul there by Luke. He didn't need to do that. He didn't have position, and we can't afford to have him sitting on the bench.
3 on Luke, and Mason has 3 as well. With the ball is Carey. He'll go to Weldy. Now to Dukes. Hands it off to Weldy. Weldy drives, jumpers up, no good. Rebound, Mason Yoder. And he is fouled by a frustrated Caden Weldy.
Yeah, you could hear the coach yelling at Weldy, go score, score. Because he's been doing a lot of looking and passing, but hasn't been aggressive.
Re-entering the Wawasee lineup, number 12, Grant Brooks.
Salazar comes out of the ball game. Coming in, Grant Brooks, a 6'4 junior for Wawasee. Mason will bring it up for the Westview Warriors. He'll give it to Burkett. 2:10 to go, third quarter. Westview up 9, or 11 rather, 35-24. Backdoor pass to Mason from Brady, and it works to a T.
Yeah, very well executed play that time.
8 points now for Mason. 4 from the field, 4 from the free throw line. Dukes, top of the circle, drives on Linden, puts it up, scores.
Well, that's all you can do. He stayed in front, had a hand in his face, made him shoot a contested shot from 15. He made it. As long as we keep scoring, we'll be all right.
Yeah, got an 11-point lead.
He reminds me a little bit of that player Northwood had a few years ago. I can't picture his name right now, but
nice reverse layup by Mason.
Mason's kind of shaking off some of the rust finally, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Well, he didn't play much in that first half because of his fouls, but
drive, and the ball's blocked away by Caleb Corey as Weldy went to the basket. Wawasee will bring it inbounds. Inbounding will be Carey. He'll get it into Welty. Weldy out front. Gives off to Carey. Long three is good by Weldy, who takes his coach's advice and puts up the shot out there. 39-29, Westview by 10. Timeout on the court. Inside a minute to go now in the third quarter. We'll be back with more action from Wawasee High School right after this 60-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
58.4 seconds to go, third quarter. Westview by 10, 39-29 after the timeout. Westview will bring it in, and Wawasee putting on the full court press. Brady with the inbound pass. Fakes, drives between two defenders, gives it to Burkett, quickly to Caleb Corey, and back out front to Burkett.
Wawasee looks like they've dropped back into a zone. So this might be an opportunity. 10-point lead, a little bit of foul trouble. If they're going to sit in the zone, maybe we just wait and let them sit in the zone and go for the last shot.
Spreading it out a little bit. Drew Miller's come into the ball game, number 21. Good feed underneath. Caleb was wide open.
Yeah, that's how you break a double team. Split it, get a layup.
Caleb with his 6th point now. 18 seconds to go. 41-29 now. Westview starting to pull away a little bit here. Shot way outside by the big guy. Roberson misses. It's short. Caleb Corey with a rebound. 5 seconds to go. Brady with a three, and it won't go. Rebound and a quick shot at the buzzer. Oh, just shy.
That was really close.
Yeah, we had a
really good
bird's eye view. Boy, that was only about 6 inches short of going in.
Yeah.
So we come to an end of the third quarter of play here at Wawasee, and Westview leads it 41-29 over the Wawasee Warriors. Back after this 60-second timeout.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
And we're back at Wawasee High School getting set for the fourth quarter. Wawasee will inbound.
Yeah, Wawasee ball to start the game.
Inbounding will be Welty, gets it into Carey. Drew Miller remains in the ball game along with Burkett, Caleb Corey, and Lyndon Miller. Dukes gets it to Carey. Down low now it'll come to Brooks. Brooks tries to make the move on Lyndon Miller, has it blocked away, gets it back and then puts a shot up and he's fouled, and Lyndon Miller will get whistled for the foul, and it'll be a two-shot.
Yeah, that's one of those tough ones. You're vertical, but your hands are up, and if they go into you at all, it looks like a foul. That one, maybe he came a little bit past vertical, hard to say.
Brooks hits his first free throw, and he'll get one more. First point of the game for the 6'4" junior. Second shot short. Rebound, Lyndon Miller. He'll bring it up in a hurry. Gives to Brady. Breaking toward the basket. Puts it up and in. Brady with 16 now tonight. His high was against Hamilton back right after right after the first of the year. Shot by Dukes way outside, short. Good block out by Caleb Corey. He'll get it to Brady Yoder. On the break, Burkett tries to lob it to Drew. He chases it down in the corner, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Brooks.
2 team fouls now on Wawasee. Despite how physical it's been, that's only 2 team fouls.
Yeah.
We only have 3.
You're right. I looked up at that scoreboard, and those are low numbers. Two team fouls on Wawasee and 3 on Westview. And as we mentioned earlier, there's a lot of bumping and shoving and going on. They're letting them play, I guess, for the most part. Burkett, backdoor pass to Brady, beautiful.
Well, I think what we've seen in recent games is our offense is starting to click a little bit better. You know, they're playing off one another. They can kind of sense each other's movements.
Ball throw, saved in bounds temporarily, but then trying to save it was Dukes, and he had his foot on the out-of-bounds line.
Brady now with 18 points. Nice game for him tonight.
He is. He's having a good ball game.
Well, the thing I like about Brady is when he makes mistakes or plays that don't go his way, he doesn't hang his head. He's very confident, comes back and makes good plays.
There's a 3, and it's good. Brady's feeling it tonight. 5 threes now for Brady. 21 points. 1 off his season high of 22.
Coach imploring the team to get one more stop.
Salazar.
Good job by Brady that time of moving his feet.
Carey tries to make the move, and it's intercepted on the attempted pass as Lyndon Miller stuck his hand up and intercepted it. And we have Lyndon was going to pass it, and then
decided, that I'd rather have that kind of turnover than a steal.
Right.
Live ball steal, and then it's a advantage the other way. So unfortunate. That's why you pass with 2 hands. So if you decide not to, you can bring it back.
Yeah, he was trying to get a quick pass in. I'm not sure it was someone that was cutting away from him, and he decided not to. Mason tries to steal it, knocks it away, but right into the hands of Carey. Now to Salazar. Brady, good defense, hits the ball out of bounds into the Wawasee bench.
Yeah, our defense is really locked in right now. We've caught on to what Wawasee likes to do. Each individual defender knows what the guy he's guarding strengths are, and we're really doing a nice job out there hitting the passing lanes and stopping their drives.
18-point lead now for Westview, 48-30.
And we can be very aggressive here. We only have 3 fouls this half.
Driving and putting it up, there's contact underneath. It's going to be against one of the Millers. Or maybe not. They're going to call it on Brady. For Brady, that'll be his second.
Yeah, 14 was a little out of control that time on that drive, but got kind of bailed out.
He has 1 3 tonight. Ball knocked away from behind by Weldy and grabbed by Burkett. Burkett Should have taken a shot there. Gave it to Luke. Can't get it to go down. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Weldy.
Yeah, Ben being a little too unselfish that time.
Yeah, he was wide open.
If he had a 6'8" guy to throw it up to a thunder dunk, that'd be one thing. But
now we have a little conversation going on between two of the officials underneath. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that they could overturn this call. It looked clear like Wawasee had the ball.
Nope, I guess they won't. So Burkett will inbound for the Warriors, Westview Warriors. Bounce pass comes in to Lyndon Miller. Spin move underneath off the glass, spins off. Rebound carry as it's tipped out to him in the corner. He'll go right side with it. Weldy has it knocked away and into the hands of Burkett. They'll try to get it up to Mason, and a little bit too far overthrown and out of bounds. Mason with a good effort trying to reach it, but
maybe pre-ankle injury, he could have caught that.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it a bit.
Now, we're having fun out there and pressing. We just want to make sure we do what we need to do that got us this lead. And not that.
Good move inside by Dukes, and he puts it in and he's fouled. I'm not sure what his high point game of the year is, but now he has 25 points.
It does look like he's a little tired.
He does look a little winded, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think the constant defensive pressure on him and scoring that much, I think, is taking a toll.
Well, it didn't affect him in shooting that free throw as he hits that.
And Wawasee going to a little full court pickup now. Looks like a man-to-man full court.
Mason trying to inbound. Still looking. He'll get help from Lyndon Miller. Back to Mason. Out of Lyndon. And across that timeline. A timeout called by Ed Bentley before the 10-second call could be.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach that time.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 4:25 to go in this ball game. Westview with a nice, comfortable 48-33 lead. It's got to take care of the basketball from now on and play our game.
Right. The tendency of a team, you get a big lead and things go well, is get sloppy on defense and take shots you wouldn't normally take. But this is a veteran team, and if that happens a couple possessions, they'll get it back under control. I thought our defensive positioning on the last possession was not that great. We were a little too lax, and then the possession before, we had a lob play for nothing and a turn down layup for nothing. So we need a good possession here to get back on track.
Mason gets it into Brady. Back to Mason. He'll cross the timeline.
There, we finally got it across. It seems like about 20 seconds.
I was starting to worry, yeah. Bounce pass on the baseline. Mason shots off the back of the rim, no good, and a rebound to Salazar.
Good shot that time by Mason, just didn't knock it down.
Driving is Dukes, has it blocked away. Caleb Corey comes up with it. He'll give it to Mason. Mason right side to Lyndon, inside to Burkett, knocked out of bounds on a good hustle play by Adam Beer, who's just come into the ball game, a 6'1 senior.
We had like a 4-on-1 break that time, but our spacing was such that one guy could kind of create havoc for all of them.
Something like that, you got to spread out a little bit more.
Yep.
And Brady loses control. Good defense by Wawasee. Loses the ball out of bounds, so it'll be Wawasee ball right in front of the Westview bench.
We have been stuck on 48 for quite a while here. It's time to get a stop and a basket and put this game away.
Deere with it out front. Goes left side of Welty. He'll take the three, and it's good. Welty has passed up some threes tonight, but the two that he's made have been nothing but net.
Yeah, and that's why you want to put a team away and not give them life.
Right. Brady Yoder fakes the three, pulls it back out. He'll give it to Lyndon. Lyndon drives, gives it off right side of Mason, back to Burkett. Nearing the 3-minute mark to go in the ball game.
Yeah, let's just run our motion offense here.
Brady, a jumper from 15's no good, and the rebound's pulled down by Beer. Once again, it's Weldy. This time it's short, but hustling for the rebound is Dukes. Dukes will get it to Salazar. Salazar drives, tries to put the shot up, but the foul on the floor is called on Brady, and that'll be his third.
Foul on Westview, number 33, Brady Yoder, that's his third. Team 6. Check in for Wawasee, number 50, Colin
16 foul on
For
Westview.
number 31.
Luke Miller back into the ball game, and
Timeout, Westview,
Ben Burkett
full
comes
timeout.
out. Westview calls a timeout here with 2:44 to go in this game. Westview 48, Wawasee 36, back in 60 seconds.
Nobody wants to foul out, and even worse are intentional fouls. But every time we sin, it's an intentional foul against God. That's why Romans 1 says that when we suppress the truth of what we know God wants, we're storing up wrath for ourselves. Oh, but friends, I have good news for you. The Bible says that if we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and cleanse us from all our unrighteousness. God's Word is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
2:44 to go in the ball game. Westview 48, Wawasee 36.
I think that was a good timeout by Coach Bentley that time. Kind of settle our guys down, give them, look, game situation, what kind of shot we want, and so forth.
Wawasee inbounding. Shot from the corner is good, and another three by Salazar, and a quick timeout called by Everingham.
30 seconds.
This will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here for this one. 48-39 as Jamie Wawasee just keeps creeping a little bit closer.
Yeah, we got a little sloppy with 48-30 and didn't seal the deal. And you know, Wawasee, when you're down 48-30, you got nothing to lose at that point. You might as well shoot it. And some of the guys that are unwilling to shoot it early in the game, you know, just say, well, somebody's got to shoot it.
Yeah.
And so you just shoot it and you just play. And, you know, Wawasee likes to shoot a lot of threes, and they haven't shot that many tonight. So, yeah, we got to, now it's going to be a dogfight from here to the end.
48-39. Westview will be inbounding, and I'm sure they'll be inbounding into pressure from the Wawasee defense as they'll go full court again.
And Wawasee has only 2 team fouls this half, so they can be very aggressive here and foul a lot before there'll be any kind of a penalty for doing so.
Linden brings it up court, and he's fouled.
Not sure why Wawasee is going to this so early.
Right.
I think they realize they only have a few fouls too, but to just give a foul like that is a little surprising.
Burkett comes back in for Westview, and coming out will be Caleb Corey. So we want a ball handler in there, is that?
That would be my guess. Ben's had a good little rest.
Ball inbounded just barely as the strength of Lyndon Miller was able to make that successful. And a foul's called. And
Weldy is fouled out.
Yep, that's number 5 on Weldy. Coming back into the ball game will be Grant Brooks, 6'4" junior.
It's been a little altercation, something to keep an eye on. Linden and Dukes have been
getting a little chippy out there.
Competitive down there.
Yeah.
Good way to put it.
That's the diplomatic way to put it, I guess. And a bump by Adam Beer. That'll be his first foul of the evening.
So Wawasee scored the 3 to get within 9 at 2:44. So in 17 seconds, they've committed 3 fouls, or is it 4 fouls? 3 fouls. And they're holding and grabbing and clawing. It looks like a football game more than anything right now. It does.
Mason and Linden out front. Salazar on him, and he gets a foul called on him.
Fouls on Wawasee, number 10, Cameron Salazar, his third, team 6.
sometimes this is good. You know, a team it's been going real well and get a little challenged and they get real physical. It kind of wakes you up a little bit. These guys are competitive and they're gonna respond the right way. Now Wawasee is gonna probably just play good defense here and.
Ball almost stolen. Mason's able to keep it. Gets it underneath to the open man. That's Luke Miller.
Big basket right there.
It was. Luke with 6. 50-39. Now Westview back up by 11. Quick jumper is good. Dukes off balance, but it still was able to get that ball to go. 50-41. A minute 56 to go in the ball game. Another 60-second timeout called. We'll be back right after this.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988 and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Back at Wawasee. Ready to resume action here after the timeout. Westview will be inbounding, looking at that full court press again. And a foul once again on Wawasee, and this time it's Peyton Felger who's just come into the ball game.
The way Wawasee's trap was set up that time, they wanted us to take that pass to Brady and then converge on him. And they got a little over-aggressive that time, or else they had him in a good spot.
So Brady goes to the other end of the court. First appearance at the free throw line for Brady tonight. He's had a fine ball game, 21 points for the sophomore.
So he's got a chance here to set his season high.
Yes, right here.
You said it was.
He could surpass it if he makes them both. He's sitting at 21 right now. And he's tied it.
You know, as great a game as Dukes has had, Brady's only 6 behind.
I know, that's true. Yeah, he's done it quietly, although all those threes. Of course, Dukes had a lot of threes as well. Well, he just had the one, I guess. So Brady hits them both, and he's got a new career high of 23 points. Ball almost was mishandled, saved from being an over and back violation. 3 put up and no good, but it's going to be a 3-shot foul coming as Mason got a little bit too aggressive beyond the arc there.
Well, and Dukes was going to fall down regardless of what happened on that.
Right.
I don't know. That foul, that drives me nuts when they call that, but Bentley didn't react too much, so from his angle, it probably looked like a foul as well.
Yeah,
that's a killer.
Head.
That's a tough one because even if he makes the 3, the clock keeps running.
That's
and,
right.
You know, you're another 10, 15 seconds down the road before maybe they foul us. Plus, they have a chance to gain a point in the back and forth.
Dukes hits 30 now as he hits his first 2, so 30 points tonight for the junior Keaton Dukes. Burkett back in for Westview. Felger back in for Wawasee.
Looks like coach is going more of an offense-defense rotation here with Ben and Caleb.
Yep. And Dukes hits all 3, giving him 31 points now tonight.
Well, after all that, it's where we were at halftime, an 8-point lead.
Yeah. Burkett brings it up. Wide open is Luke. He puts it up and in.
Basket by Luke Miller.
That's how you break the press, folks. Break the trap, get a layup.
There was not a defender within 10 feet, maybe even further than that. 10-point lead, 54-44, minute 20 to go. Dukes with a three, and he hits. 34 now for Dukes. Brady across the timeline, and he's fouled by Dukes.
Well, what you do, you keep hitting your free throws, and sooner or later, Wawasee is going to miss, and then it's going to be over. So, first step, hit your free throws here. We'd hate to see them come down the 7-point deficit and drill another three, because Dukes right now is just on fire.
Yeah, he is. I
33
think he could shoot from anywhere on the court. I think that it's going to go in.
Yeah.
Number 50, Colin Robertson.
34 points tonight.
Yeah, 34 points.
Ready over to the line, shooting one in the bonus.
Brady with 23, now 24.
Well, when you have a lead like this, it can get ugly and drawn out, but the key, don't turn it over and hit your free throws. And that just takes toughness. And we've done a good job of it so far. Wawasee's going to make some shots, but let's just stay the course and don't give them anything easy or cheap.
65 seconds to go in the ball game. Dukes deep three is no good, but the putback is up and good on the offensive board by Colin Robertson.
That's got to be Wawasee's last timeout.
I would think so, although Coach Bentley called quite a few. I'm not sure how they were split up, but yeah, Coach Everingham's called quite a few.
Yeah, that's a full one.
56-49, 58.3 seconds to go in the ball game. We'll take a 30-second timeout here, and we'll be back with more from Wawasee High School right after this.
Nobody wants to foul out, and even worse are intentional fouls. But every time we sin, it's an intentional foul against God. That's why Romans 1 says that when we suppress the truth of what we know God wants, we're storing up wrath for ourselves. Oh, but friends, I have good news for you. The Bible says that if we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and cleanse us from all our unrighteousness. God's Word is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
Back at Wawasee High School, Westview 56, Wawasee 49. 7-point lead for the Warriors with 58.3 seconds to go in this contest. So what are we going to do here, Coach?
Well, we're going to throw it in and hit 2 more free throws and come down and get a stop, and the game will be over.
There you go. Simple as that,
That's
right?
the plan.
Yep. That's the plan. Now we see if it's going to come to pass here.
I think they may try to keep it out of Brady's hands since he has been flawless at the free throw line.
Mason has it knocked away. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be Wawasee basketball.
Yeah, he tried to do a spin there and lost it out of bounds. That's exactly what Wawasee wanted.
Well, 3 here would put Wawasee within 4. My goodness.
Yeah, it seems impossible. We were up 18 a few minutes ago.
Right. Salazar inbounding in front of his own bench. Quick pass to Carey. He drives. Stops up. Salazar from the deep corner hits the side of the glass. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, misses, and Mason Yoder pulls down the rebound. Pass ahead to Luke Miller. He'll put it up and score. Salazar tried to foul him, it looked like, there to break up the play, but good job by Luke.
And Duke finally missed one.
Yeah, underneath, and Linden grabs it, and he's fouled immediately. 31 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, the possession before that, we played really good defense. Made them really work to get any kind of a shot off, and they had 2 poor attempts, and then we got a layup and then a stop, and that should do it. Hit these free throws. And
Dukes comes out of the ball game now, gets a good hand from the smallish crowd that's on hand, but bigger than a lot of crowds we've had this year for sure. Linden's free throw is good. And we've been very good from the free throw line tonight. Unfortunately, we don't have our professional statistician with us tonight, so we don't know exactly, but I don't think we missed very many at all. If we missed any. I can't remember that we have. Second shot's up and good.
I wasn't going to say anything, Jerry, because it was the announcer's jinx, but no, we haven't missed one yet tonight. Not that I remember.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm pretty sure we haven't. 11 points now, 11-point lead rather for Westview. Driving is Brooks, and he puts it in. 60-51. Westview with 10 seconds to go. Caleb Corey pushes it out front to Lyndon Miller, and he'll just back it out, and Wawasee's just going to let us run the clock out as the battle of the Warriors comes out to the advantage of the Westview Warriors as they defeat the Wawasee Warriors tonight by a score of 60-51. And Jamie and I will be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Westview High School on the map officially in Class 2A.
He'll put it up for 15. Got it! And the Warriors win!
All right, back at Wawasee High School, where Westview has just hung on for a 60-51 victory to go to 15-4 on the year. Westview jumped out in the fourth quarter to a 48-30 lead, but gradually chipped away at by Wawasee. Let's take a look at the individual scoring for Wawasee tonight. Grant Brooks, a 6'4" junior, finished with 3. Caden Welty added 6 before fouling out. Ethan Carey, a 5'7" senior, added 3. The story of the night, Keaton Dukes, a 6'3" junior, had 17 in the first half, 17 in the second, 34 points. I don't know if that's a career high or not.
Got to be close.
Based on how many points they score, I would say it's got to be close, or if not way over. So he had 11 field goals, 2 3-pointers, and 6 free throws. So a well-rounded game for him tonight, and Colin Robertson added 2 points to round out the scoring for Wawasee's 51. For Westview, Ben Burkett added 5, all in the first half. Mason Yoder had 10, 6 of those coming in the second. Lyndon Miller had 2 in each half to finish with 4. Luke Miller had 10, 8 of those in the second half. Brady Yoder tonight, 25 points, new career high, 11 in the first half, 14 in the second. He had 5 3-pointers, 4 2-pointers, and 4 free throws. And Caleb Corey added 6 tonight, I think 4 in the first half and 2 in the second. So Drew Miller played briefly, did not score or attempt a shot, but we did play lockdown defense on Dukes.
Yes, he did.
I will note the Dukes did not score when Drew was guarding him.
That's exactly right. Good point.
So, I think this was a good win. A team, you come over here in the middle of the week on a cold winter night, and I think what it does, it tests the team competitiveness and desire, and I think we came out with flying colors tonight.
Yes, we did.
They came over here and just took care of business, gradually extended the lead each period, 6 after 1 quarter, 8 after 2 quarters. After 3, I just lost it, 41-29, so 12 after, and then up to 18 at one point. So we really played well, and then had a few shaky moments there in the fourth, but
got a little dicey toward the end. But
it did. They cut it to 7 and had the ball, but we dug in, got a good defensive stop, hit the free throws. And like you were saying, I don't think we missed a free throw tonight.
I don't think we did.
I mean, that's on the road. That's
unbelievable.
That's a big step, and that's mental toughness, and we needed every, we look at the score and say we didn't need every one of them, but if we don't make those in the first half, when they make that comeback, it's down to 2 or 3.
Right.
Right. And that makes it a whole different game.
Huge.
So good performance tonight, headed to Goshen at home against Goshen on Friday.
Yeah, good win on the road for Westview tonight as they defeat the Wawasee Warriors by a score of 60-51. Wawasee drops to 8-11 on the season, and Westview improves now to 15-4, an impressive record, taking the hardwood on Friday night against the Goshen Redhawks. Glad you could join us tonight. Tonight's game was brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in a Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors were Hyde Auto Body in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center in Honeyville, Topeka Do It Best Hardware, Mast Excavating, Topeka Pharmacy, Topeka Clinic, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group, Tiffany's Restaurant, and Freedom Finish Works. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service and LaGwana. Our bronze sponsors are Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury, Dutch Blessing Floral, as well as Mold Mob. And Precision Financial Group with offices in Topeka, Shipshewana, and LaGrange. So for our entire crew here tonight, Jamie Miller, color commentator. Our cameraman was Chris Mast. And, of course, our engineer, as always, Jeremy Anderson. This is Jerry Hostetler. Good night, everyone.